Hey, how's it going, everyone? And thanks for tuning in to another episode of Hertastic Reviews. I'm your host, as always, Chris, and I'm here again to finally finish our top 100 things of all time. I've been gone for a while. We're focusing on the podcast, Inside the Sequel. We post the episodes on here for you to listen to. I highly recommend that you do listen to the podcast. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on, anywhere you can listen to podcasting. Inside the Sequel is there. But let's go ahead and go in. We're going to go from 79 all the way down to number 1 today. So I'm going to need you all to power through with me. So number 79, we got the AC. Like without AC, like life would suck. Number 78, I got a glass of water at night. Like, you know, when you wake up at the middle of the night and you're thirsty and your throat is real dry, that super icy glass of water next to you. Number 78. Number 77, I have the McChicken. Can't beat a McChicken. 76, M&M's, like just normal M&M's. 75, the DVD of Kung Pao, Elite Cinema. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend it for your martial arts viewing. Number 74, I have the USB-C. Now, you know, I can't go back to charging things that don't have a USB-C because that shit takes forever. USB-C has spoiled me. Now, at number 73, I got litter boxes. Anybody who has a cat, I mean, imagine where life would be if we didn't have litter boxes. I don't have a dog because I don't want to go take it out to go poo. So, you know, litter boxes. Number 72, I have Hulu, especially after the release of Prey. Hulu is definitely in the top 100, I think, in running for streaming services. I'm definitely a big fan of Hulu. Number 71, I have wine. No specific wine, just wine in general is in existence. Number 71. Number 70, I have Google Drive. I mean, who doesn't have a Gmail account or who doesn't use Google Drive? Like, that thing is basically embedded in our culture now. Number 69, I have Plan B. Always, you know, clutch. 68, vodka Red Bull cocktails. Basically put me through college. Vodka Red Bulls. Number 67, I have coffee mugs. That's a collectible thing, and it's an aesthetic thing, and coffee just tastes better in a mug. I don't know. Number 66, I have Dante's Inferno from Dante Alighieri, the artist, like just essential literature. Number 65, I have Aldi's. Aldi's is a German brand. Fun fact. So, and it's kind of carrying the middle class economy when it comes to grocery needs. So, yeah, shout out to Aldi at 65. 64, I have brownies with ice cream. You put that shit together and like you got a top 100 like dessert of all time right there. At 63, I got happy hour. Like, you know, 4 to 6, you know, half price drinks and apps. Like that shit comes in clutch, especially if they do happy hours over the weekends. That's pretty tight too. Very few places do that though. Number 62, I have dad jokes. Dad jokes are funny as you get older. And I don't know, sometimes a good dad joke can like, you know, save your day. 61, Al Pacino saying, "She's got a great ass" in Heat from Michael Mann. Number 60, I have beef jerky. 59, I have Kool-Aid Jammers, like basically carried a whole generation. Number 58, I have the 2008 presidential election. And at 57, I have Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake from 2004. Pretty good shit right there. To 56, I have Quora. Like, you ever, like, Google search something on Google and like, you know, somebody asked that specific question and it's from Quora's website. The algorithm on that website is insane. It just always has the perfect answers. Although, it'd be a little bit lower if it didn't have to pay or subscribe or log in for that shit. 55, the sleepy effect of an edible. Now, that's a good time. That feels good. Number 54, Sigourney Weaver in Galaxy Quest. I mean, have you ever watched Galaxy Quest? Sigourney Weaver in it? Yeah. Number 53, I have the entire cast of Galaxy Quest. It's still unprecedented, like that cast. It's almost like a pre-Marvel movie with like the cameos. Galaxy Quest has a top tier like casting list. Number 52, I have Meat Canyon, the YouTube channel. Yeah, if it just look up Meat Canyon on YouTube, it's insane. And then at 51, I have the fall season. Like, just as a season as a whole, fall's probably the best. Different colors, not too hot, not too cold. You can wear pants, still wear shorts. Yeah, fall season. Number 50, top 50 things of all time now. I have the 2019 Oscars. To me, it's just like maybe the best Oscars I've ever seen. or at least one of the best. Yeah, like 2018's Oscars was god awful with Green Book, and then 2019 kind of redeems itself and then some. It puts itself into like legendary status in my opinion. Number 49, early 2010 memes. Like Bad Luck Brian and and like those kind of memes. Yeah, totally. 48, those squishy 1990s toys that like people would put their fingers in and it, like it just have that really fun sensation. I forgot what those are called. Number 47, I have Goober. Goober is that thing you buy at the grocery store that like has peanut butter and jelly in the jar together. Apparently that's frowned upon, but it's like, I think it's like a top 50 thing ever. Like, you don't have to get a separate jar of peanut butter or jelly. It's all right there. You just mix it together and spread that shit. Like, yeah, 47 Goober. 46, I have Jersey Mike's Way sandwiches. Like, Subway doesn't even actually have real bread or real tuna in their store, but Mike's Way, like, beats that. Like, there's no contest. If you're not getting a sub at Jersey Mike's that's Mike's Way, then it's like, why are you even going there? Then again, it's good eats. 45, I have waking up after a night of drinking and not getting a hangover and just being dehydrated to hell. Like, there have been times in my life where I wake up from like a hard night of drinking and I'm like, oh, I'm going to feel like shit. And I wake up, no, I feel good. I just need some water. I need to go to the bathroom. No megging, no puking. I'm not sluggish. I just feel really dehydrated. I just need a cup of water, probably a farmer's omelet or a hobo omelet, and I'm good. And some coffee. 44, getting a match on Tinder. Like, that's got to be like one of the best feelings ever. Like, there's a literal stranger who's like, yeah, I might fuck you. So, just based on looks, that's kind of cool. 43, passing a test you didn't study for. Like, how many times have we been there? Like, yeah, you can't, I mean, it's just like that, the adrenaline and then like the excitement, the endorphins right there. Yeah. Makes you almost convince yourself not to ever study for anything. Number 42, your first ever paycheck. Whenever, I don't know how old you were, but I'm sure in this history of working, that first paycheck just hits a little different. Number 41, the year 2016. It was just an amazing year. It was just, music was peak. Films were pretty damn good. Just like, I felt like 2016 was just like a good vibe, Number 40, New Balance shoes, especially the 990s or the 574s. New Balance is finally popular. I love New Balance. We make the jokes about like the dad shoes, which are, just the Air Monarchs. Or no, those are Nike. Fuck off. Like, yeah, New Balance are shit. Like, the dope. I don't know why they're like called dad shoes. But anyway, 39, I just have cats in general, like house cats. I don't know, like even like stray outside cats go, wah, like they're kind of cute, like, free entertainment. 38, I have Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda is just insanely great as a trilogy. Number 37, I have Pesto. I used to be a big spaghetti guy, but now I'm just a pesto guy. Like, pesto's great. Like, put that on some pasta. It's hard to get too. I think, I don't know the algorithm or grocery stores must know like pesto's in demand. It's getting on the come up, but like it's hard to get. So like when you can find it, buy that shit and stock up. 36, the caramel M&Ms. Like, yeah, caramel M&Ms are just a different animal. Like, I could just pop all of them that's in that bag in my hand and just throw them all in my mouth, and it's like heaven. Number 35, wearing a blazer with a t-shirt, like a graphic tee. Like, you're talking about, like drip. Like, that's fucking drip right there. 34, Spotify. Like, how did we listen to music before Spotify? Like, we used to pay for songs and albums. Like, it seems so, like, caveman-like now. So we got that at Spotify. Number 33, I have baby wipes. If you're wiping your ass with toilet paper, you're fucking gross. Like that you're gonna get like little tidbits in your ass, like from like wiping. It's not gonna actually be clean. It's painful as hell too. Baby wipes just get the job done. Like, why are they called baby wipes? I think they're for adults too. So yeah, and plus you can like wipe counters with them too. It's like a wet nap. Yeah, baby wipes. And I do flush them. Number 32, cooking spray, like cannoli spray. Like, if you use butter or like olive oil, like that's weird. Unless it specifically asks for that, but I'm going to use spray all the time because it just 0 calories. You can spray as much as you want on there and it cooks well. Number 31, I have Family Video. Rest in peace to the company. Honestly, I shed a tear when my Family Video, when I was living in Springfield, closed down. So yeah, Family Video 31, Reels. Number 30, going to Cheddar Scratch Kitchen, ordering chicken tenders. Like, I mean, that's like one of the top tier gourmet dishes you can eat. Number 29, I have the Star Wars Force Awakens teaser trailer. I I think that was one of the best things ever. I mean, I just remember the internet coming together. The whole fandom wasn't toxic like it was. Times were good when that trailer released. So yeah, that definitely, that's a real one. Number 28, Caliber Vodka, the brand. That shit is so cheap and it gets you drunk. Like, yeah, it's probably a flammable container, but like, I mean, yeah, Caliber Vodka. Number 27, the Wendy's 4 for 4. I think they got rid of it, but if it's, I mean, I think I saw it the other day. They changed it, but the Wendy's 4 for 4 comes in clutch. Like, if you're hungry and you want to break the bank and you don't want to feel like a fat piece of shit after, like, the Wendy's 4 for 4 is definitely the go-to. Number 26, iced lattes. Coffee's great. I love like regular like lattes as well, but just an iced latte just hits a little different. It's not a frappe. It's not like a slushy, but iced lattes, yeah. And they're easy to make at home too. Number 25, the top 25. I'm going to start it off with command strips. The reason for command strips, because like, how do you hang things up like without it? Like, I can't even remember a time, like, what do you got to nail the wall? What if you're renting? You can't even put up things. So yeah, command strips. Number 24, I have NECA figures, like 7-inch figures with so much articulation and detail at like $30 is criminal. Like, I mean, how do they make money off it? It's insane. It's awesome. You get all those accessories and it just really tells something about yourself when you have those on display. So yeah, NECA figures. 23, dive bars that are non-threatening. You ever like go to a dive bar and it's like a local bar and it's like kind of aggressive and you're kind of afraid like to order something because, you stand out like a sore thumb. But like dive bars that are like non-threatening, they're chill and they're cool, like a hole in the wall, definitely. Number 23. Number 22, I have building Legos. Like, the older you get, the sweeter it gets because you can buy more. You don't have to wait for Christmas and your birthday to just get it. So yeah, building Legos is just so calming, and like you get to see your accomplishment displayed. Like, you can see behind me I have all these helmets. It feels great. Number 21, I just have anime as a genre as a whole up there. Like, I mean, anime is like carrying the generation currently right now, and like some of the older anime is still like elite. Number 20, I have Blu-rays. I can't believe we used to watch DVDs. Like, I'm glad Blu-rays like the standard now. And also physical media as a whole. Like, in like Blu-ray collecting, Blu-ray videos, like really kicked off like YouTube. Like, there's levels to Blu-rays than just like the actual physical Blu-ray. Number 19, I have the Civil Rights Act. I mean, that explains itself. Super important. Number 18, Jared Leto in House of Gucci. Insane performance. Like, when he goes like, I got all these ideas. Like, a movie that was supposed to be an Oscar contender and has Jared Leto doing whatever he's doing in there. It has to be one of the best things of all time. Like, talk about a cinematic failure and like an embarrassment and a meme failure to launch. Shout out Jared Leto. Number 17, I have Animal Crossing New Horizon. During COVID, like, this was a grail. Like, people were like going crazy for Animal Crossing, and like it was an amazing game, and the people who are still playing it, I respect. I think it's awesome, and like it's now in like embedded in culture, and like people have like the older Animal Crossing and they're going back, and yeah, Animal Crossing, Tom Nook, commentary on society, capitalism, and all at the same time. It was like carrying us while we were being quarantined. So shout out Animal Crossing, definitely one of the best things of all time. Number 16, I got The Hub. If you know, you know. Not quite top 10 because it's, if you have an addiction to it, it's not cool. You need to get help. But 16, The Hub. Number 15, Star Wars. Is just as a whole is just like, I mean, if we wrote on caves and advanced societies came back later and they saw we were talking about Star Wars, I mean, they would be like in art, it would be in museums, just Star Wars. Number 14, watching Infinity War opening night. Yeah, just like the ending, like when you draw your jaw drops and like you have to wait a whole year to see what the fuck's going on. So yeah, Infinity War. Number 13, I have Megan is Missing, the film. One of the craziest, scariest, freaky movies of all time. So if you haven't seen Megan is Missing, I definitely check it out. The movie's scarring, and I think it's getting like a cult following now. So shout out Megan's Missing. Number 12, Ben Shapiro admitting he doesn't know how to pleasure his wife on Twitter. Like, I'm all for like, making fun of conservatives on Twitter, but like when they do it to themselves and they don't acknowledge that, like that shit goes on like another level. And like it's still a meme to this day. Yeah, I can't take the guy serious, nor that I ever really did. But like the fact that you say that out loud on Twitter is insane. The guy just keeps taking L's and I love it. Number 11, old-fashioned cocktails. Like, oh my God, that's probably one of my favorite cocktail drinks. So, I mean, it's a timeless classic. Like, if you don't know what to order and you want to seem like you know your stuff, order an old-fashioned. No harm there. Number 10, I have the Spider-Man 2 film from Sam Raimi. Maybe one of the best movies ever made. Flawless. Carries on through the test of time. It carries the comic book genre. It carries the director and his legacy. And just like Spider-Man 2 has to be a top 10 thing. Number 9, the Louisiana Purchase. I mean, maybe one of the boldest and like one of the fleeced purchases ever made by the U.S. Like, I can't believe like we literally just bought the Louisiana Purchase from France like it was nothing. Like we literally like finessed them, and now we have the 50 states because of it. So shout out the Louisiana Purchase. Number 8, I have Cards Against Humanity. It's kind of overplayed now. It's not as fun unless you get the expansions. You have to have the right group of people, and it's mostly like pushing your own kind of comedy on other people. But like, there was a time Cards Against Humanity literally carried an entire generation. Like, I'm 26, and like I remember when Cards Against Humanity came out, and it was like a big ass thing, and it's still kind of a thing still. And it, like, bringing party card games with adults is like there's copycats of Cards Against Humanity because nothing could capture the peak and eliteness that was Cards Against Humanity. Let's see, number 7, weddings with an open bar. Like, I started going to weddings, and like, I mean, if you don't have an open bar, it's like, what am I supposed to do? Like I'm kind of spoiled now. So yeah, weddings with an open bar. That's awesome. Number 6, Something in the Way by Nirvana. Like, the Batman definitely made it popular again, but like The Last of Us had it in its trailer. Something in the Way by Nirvana is just like the quintessential like song to play when you're like in your vibe, in your mood, in your walking. Yeah, Something in the Way by Nirvana. Something in the way. Number 5, I have Captain America lifting Thor's hammer in Endgame. Like, the theater was going wild. You even see, like, on TikToks, like, people go like, oh. Like, I remember seeing that stuff and going like, oh, no way. Like, it's crazy that something, like, blew up. Like, I mean, it just, like, the theater erupted when that happened. Something that paid off. Like, you don't see that in cinema. Number 4, I have American Psycho Sigma memes, like Patrick Bateman. I think that's one of the best movements of all time. Like, men saying, I'm not alpha, I'm not beta, I'm a Sigma male. And they go to Patrick Bateman from American Psycho and just like, I guess I'm a weird guy, like, it's just like something I identify so much with. And it seems like a lot of struggling youth are too. And I'm all for the movement. So, number 3, I have ibuprofen. The fact that I can take 2 of these shits and like get that headache on in like 10 minutes is, I'm not even going to question it. Like, who needs to go to the doctor anymore? Number 2, Halloween, like the season, the holiday, not just like the movie franchise, but like the holiday itself. It has to be number 2 of all time things. Number 1 thing of all time, out of the top 100 greatest things of all time, number 1 is treating women with respect. Anyway, that is my list of the top 100 things of all time. Let me know what I missed. What are some things you saw omitted? Check out my earlier videos. I just wanted to bullet through this thing so we can actually move on this channel. We're going to come up with a couple more videos. We're taking a break from the podcast for a little bit, but if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to also check out Inside the Sequel as well. But other than that, I'm your host, Chris, and I'll see you next time.